Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bad Takes on Bad Takes podcast. You guys know the drill. I just want to say something really, really nice and amazing. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. We're gonna switch things up for this episode. I don't know if you guys care. I don't know if you guys whatever, but there is no small 5'6" ginger across the screen. This episode is something different. This episode is something crazy. With me today, I have the man who broke the stereotypes of nerds being scrawny and ugly. He is a coder, engineer, and the first recorded man to build a successful ghost gun. He likes hentai and anime. The only man I know to successfully destroy a diamond transgender in Brawlhalla. Has over $3 million in the bank and governor of poker of 3. Has made an entire album about a story for a woman who does not exist, and a song about a fast car and a purple man in outer space. I have K3D0 with me. Everybody give a round of applause for K3D0.
I'm the best. Everyone bow.
You're the first man to get an intro.
Thank you for that. That was actually insane. That was great. That must have taken a lot of effort here. I'm going to get out of my Bob positions. There we go.
No, it didn't take a lot of effort. I got out of the shower and I was like, I got to think of something cool. Oh yeah, this guy, whatever.
No,
just say something about a ghost gun.
You messed up one of the things though. It's not a ghost gun. It's the first man to create a ghost gun successfully used in a mass shooting and then not traced afterwards.
Yes, okay, everybody. Welcome, K3D0. You guys might know him as Promore Games, the first recorded man to ever play Super Hot on web when that was back on web.
I was early to that shit, man. Before that was even like a game anybody knew. I was playing Super Hot on like flashgames.com. Or no, I think it had its own website or something, but it was a flash game.
Yeah, it had its own website.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like it was something stupid. It was like, we're in beta, so pay us money and we'll
pay us money and we'll release the game. When they released the game, it was pretty fire, honestly. Yeah.
So got a different person on today. This guy is not replacing Bob. We're just switching things up because these are pre-recorded podcasts, pre-scheduled podcasts because I'm being deported. So I wanted to have fun on my last few episodes.
Dude, I've been trying to get this guy deported for years. Every 2 months, I call the Canadian embassy. I'm like, he's not a real Canadian. He's Israeli.
Dude, the government doesn't. Dude, the government doesn't think I'm a fucking Canadian citizen. Every time I go to renew my passport, they're like, we do not have you in the system, pal. You and then it just turns out they just spelled my name wrong and they couldn't find me in the system because they spelled my name wrong.
Yeah, that was the stupid. You remember when you called me like it was like years ago? You're like, yo, can I add you as like a contact? And, like you didn't even have to renew your passport. Like it wasn't like you. In
no, it wasn't expired.
In Canada, you have to renew it every set amount of time, but it wasn't expired because mine wasn't, and we have like the same schedule pretty much. And I was like, why is he calling me to be like somebody that government can call to see if he's a real person? I'm like, why? And they're like, oh, they don't think I'm a real Canadian citizen.
Yeah, it was so stupid. It took so much longer because they were like, we don't think you're a citizen, buddy. We think you're a stupid. I'm like, how the fuck do I have a fucking passport before a driver's license, pay taxes?
Yeah, when I got my passport renewed.
The fucking Canadian government stinks.
No, they're really. What do you mean? They're really good.
Yeah, they're perfect. You're right.
No, when I got my passport renewed, like a year ago ish, I remember I went in and like I got the thing done. I'm like, okay, that took the picture. It took like 6 hours, 5 hours, forever. And then like 4 months later, they called my mom while we were like driving. Like it was like 5 p.m. on like a random like Thursday or something. And they're like, hey, what time and date did your son come in to get his passport done? And she's like, I don't know. And then I'm in the passenger.
Dude, that happened to me.
I'm in the passenger seat, so I'm like, hey, I'm the guy who went in. I have no idea. I'm Blain. I don't know the answer to that stupid question. Like, who knows that? Especially if you're not, like living with them. Right?
It was so stupid. Like I renewed mine because I spilled coffee on it, and then I sent it in, and then I got a call in the middle of work by this lady that seemed so excited about her job. Hello, how can I help you today? I'm like, you called me. What the fuck do you mean? How the fuck can you help me? So she's asking me questions like, she wants to know the exact date I spilt the coffee, the exact date I noticed it, if anybody had access to my passport, where I stored it in my house, if I've ever been denied access to a country using my passport, if anybody else has tried to use my passport to fly. I'm like, what the fuck are these questions?
They're going to be like, okay, send the passport in. Okay, so we did some carbon dating on the coffee stain, and it was actually 2 days older approximately than you said it was.
It was so stupid. I was like,
So we're sending a nuclear
I have
bomb.
no
at your
idea.
house.
It was so dumb. She's like, so when did you spill the coffee? I'm like, I have no idea. She's like, I need a date, sir. And I was like, okay. In my head, I'm like, I'll just make up a date. January 26th, 2024. Okay. Writing that down.
Dude.
Like, what the fuck is that gonna do for you guys?
You have to lie,
I already
like,
paid you guys money, $170 to get my passport.
It's crazy to me that, like,
But hey, I like the new ones. The new ones are
they're
so
sick.
much
I don't
nicer
have
anyway,
one.
so.
Dude, I'm so pissed because I got my passport renewed like literally less than a year ago, and I didn't get like the plastic like sick ones. I have an old paper one, and you renewed yours like a few months ago, and you get the new one. So I just missed the goddamn cutoff to get a cool one.
You renewed yours when, in September?
No, I renewed mine last June, and I got it like July or August.
I see, because you flew to Japan, right?
Yeah, I went to Japan. You talking
In
about lying to the
October?
government remind me of that shit, man. Yeah, in October I went to Japan.
Dude, explain how Japan was, because I want to know. Everybody wants to know, because I'm trying to go to Japan.
You
I'm
are?
trying to see some fucking, yeah, I actually like really want to go like badly.
Okay. Dude, should I talk about the Air Canada story? That's just funny, but it's like just depressing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll talk about
Yeah,
it.
dude.
So
It's your
Dude,
time to
listen to
shine.
me, listen to me right
This
now.
is your
Everybody
only, the
listening.
only time you're ever going to get a mic.
I'm going to try to slow down my speech because I talk like a fucking rat on cocaine. Okay. Anybody listening to this, never fly Air Canada if you're not in like first class. The flight there might be the worst experience I've ever had traveling in my entire life. And me and you, Doron, were like very sick and we had to take a flight and like get to the airport. That was a bad experience. And this was way worse. Oh, we should talk about that. But this was way worse than that. So I go in, right?
That experience
I'm
was
like,
fire.
jazz, right? Like this is my first trip ever outside the country on my own. Like for my parents. And it's all the way to Japan, solo, like 3-week trip on my own. Like just figuring it out, you know, being a stupid like 20-year-old kid. I'm like, yo, this is gonna be sick. I get there immediately, you know, like when you go to like punch your code in, then you like get like the tag you put around your your bag.
Yeah.
I go there and like the lady acts like I'm like a kindergartner with autism. Like she's so mad and so rude about everything. Like I didn't understand how like the machine worked. I'm like, wait, do you put your code in here? She's like, just fucking, just do this. Just take it, take the bag, take the thing. And she like walks away and starts.
Dude, everybody
and
is
starts
so
talking with her
angry in
friend.
the fucking government businesses.
And I'm saying like, what the fuck? I just wanted to get my tag, man. So then I go to the like drop off counter. I drop my bag off with the Air Canada employee, and I bought a round trip flight through Air Canada, only Air Canada. All I did was go on Air Canada's website and then book it. Right? It was through the Air Canada website. And
Yeah.
I go to the guy at like the bag drop off, and I'm like, okay, I have a question. Like, how does my connection work? Because I had a flight to Osaka, and then I had a connection from Osaka to Tokyo. And he's like, I don't know. It's a different airline. I'm like, you guys booked it. Air Canada booked it. And he's like, I can't tell you anything, man. Air Canada doesn't know. I'm like, Air Canada booked the flight. I don't even know what airline I'm on for this connection flight. You guys haven't given me the ticket yet. Like, what do you mean? And he's like, oh, you just get fuck out of here, man. We got people in the line. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I guess I'll figure it out in Osaka.
Service.
So I'm like, okay, great. So then I go to the gate, right? And I'm like, I'm still chilling, right? I'm like listening to music and shit. And I had this baggie with like a concoction of sleeping pills. I was going to take 2 Benadryl because Benadryl knocks me out. And then like twice the recommended dose of, what's the sleeping shit? Like this, not bad for you sleeping stuff, like the natural one. You know what I'm talking about?
NyQuil?
No, that would be bad. It's like it's a chemical your brain produces.
Oh, melatonin.
Melatonin. I took twice the recommended dose of melatonin, which is fine, like sucking it, whatever. I'm like, I want to sleep because I have a bad back.
Died on the
and
flight.
on flights, my back is like kills me. Even since I was a kid, I could not sit still, like so bad. I'm like, I just want to sleep. So, I'm like, okay, we're chilling. I take out this thing. I'm like, you know what? And like they're boarding in like 10 minutes at this point. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take these now because I want it to hit while I'm like getting while I'm sitting down and stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for 5 minutes. Thank God, because the tire of the airplane we were gonna go on exploded on landing.
Wait, I didn't even know that. What
or
the
like
hell?
deflated on landing or something crazy. And they're okay, it's gonna be like 4 hours. Or like it was like 3. No, it was more than 4 hours. So in the Canadian airport, it was more than 4 hours. So they gave me a lunch voucher. I'm like, okay,
Holy
chill.
smokes.
Whatever. So I sat there for 4 extra hours and then I get on. I take the pills, whatever, right? Sleeping pills. And then in the way that flights work, at least in Canada, is if you're delayed in total for more than 4 hours, you get like $1,000 in like compensation or something like that, or like $800.
Yeah,
Like there's some amount of money. It's at 4 hours. So if your entire flight is more than 4 hours delayed, like 4 more hours, you get this money back. And
I think they actually recently just switched that now to be longer. Yeah, now it's if your flight's later than 6 hours.
Well, at the time it was 4 hours, right? And I had a bunch of people there with me who were all on the same connecting flight. And they were like, oh shit, we're going to miss our connection. They have to reschedule our connection. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But I became kind of friends with these people, like at the check-in counter, because we were just like talking as they're like getting everything ready. It was like 4 of us who all had the same connection. So I get on the flight, I'm like chilling. I take the sleeping pills, knock out. I'm like, it was fine. Flight there was fine. The staff on the plane were so goddamn rude, like so rude. One of the ladies, literally like there was like a kid or something. She was like a 13 or 14 sitting beside me, like with her dad. They were so nice, like literally so nice, like the nicest people I've been on a plane with. Thank God. Like so, like every time I need to go to the washroom, they got out of the way. Like you know, you could have
move, bitch.
You could have bad experiences with people on planes. That was a good experience, but the lady was like the girl I was with, right? You know how the plane, like the seats like tilt. It was like hers was like a tiny bit off.
Wait, tilt? What do you mean?
You know,
tilt?
like when you like lean back on the things.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How you're supposed to be fully upright for landing.
Yeah,
hers was upright, but it was like just a tiny bit off, and she was in like the middle seat. And the stewardess, instead of just being like, "Hey, can you tell you didn't do it all the way, like a little bit more, please," right? It wasn't like she was lying back. It was like a tiny bit off, like she just missed it by a second. She like reaches over her dad, like fucking like knocks like his phone out of his hand or something. Like it was, you know, like not. He was like what the fuck? And she like grabs it and like throws the seat forward. Don't even ask. And the girl was like scared because she was like sleeping or something. Like she was like out of it. She's like, I'm like, why did she just ask her to like move the seat? And other than that, they were pretty rude. The entire flight there. I'm like, okay, whatever. We land in Osaka, right? And this is gonna be a pretty long story. This is gonna be like a 20-minute spiel.
Go crazy, dude. Okay. Go crazy.
We land in Osaka, and at this point in time, we learn that Air Canada, in order to not pay us the money they owed us, gave us it was like a 35-minute connection. So we landed in Osaka. Someone runs up, they go, "Hey, you have 35 minutes to be on your connection flight." In one of the biggest airports in the world, in a language we know, like none of us spoke Japanese. One lady we were with spoke Japanese. We had to leave, right? Go through, like, what even was it? We had to go through, get our bags, drop off our bags, go through immigration, and then get to the other side of the airport to our boarding gate in 30 minutes. And I'm like, okay, sweet, let's go. So we were like running around doing everything quickly. I come to realize that I didn't fill out, like there's like 5-page long in immigration documents that I never learned about online. And everyone else I was with had filled them out already online. And I'm like, so I'm sitting there filling these forms out on paper, like speeding through them. I have like 10 minutes till my plane leaves. And I'm sitting in the immigration thing, like going as fast as I can, like stressing the hell out. And then I get to a point where they're like, okay, what hotel are you staying at tonight? And I was like, okay, when I booked the flight, I'm like, okay, I'm going to land at 7 p.m. I'll run into town and I'll get an airport, like wherever I want to stay that night. That like my philosophy for this trip was like, I'm just going to like free spirit, you know, like whenever
I'm a free spirit.
Literally every day my plan was like every day I'm just going to choose somewhere to stay. Like I'm gonna be like, oh, I like Shibuya, I'll stay there this night. Or I like this, like do whatever I want. Right. So I hadn't booked a hotel for the first night. If you go to Japan, book a fucking hotel. Because I had to lie on the immigration form. I just looked up a random hotel in Tokyo. Well, oh, I'm staying here. I gave it to them and ran through. Because like I tried to explain to them for like 5 minutes that I didn't have a hotel, and they barely spoke English. And I'm like, this is fine. I'm just gonna write down a random hotel. Like I'm fucked, right? So they're
fine. I'm staying here.
So I grabbed my bag and I sprinted to the gate, and I just made it in time. And I was like, holy shit, that was awful. And then the connection flight was a Japanese airline. It was Nippon Airways. And you know Demon Slayer, the anime? The plane had like a Demon Slayer decal on it.
The man likes anime.
I do. But the plane had like, it was covered in like the Demon Slayer characters, like a big decal. It was pretty cool. I like that anime. So I was like, damn, this is sick. It's actually, and the flight was so fun. I was watching Boondocks.
And then it crashed.
I was drinking drinks. I was getting pretty drunk. I was like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. And then it landed in, they also sent us to the wrong airport. We were supposed to go to Narita, which is one of the Tokyo airports, and we got sent to Haneda. And Haneda,
I don't know the difference. Explain to everybody.
Imagine, so Haneda is pretty much like if there's an airport in downtown Vancouver versus the normal airport in YVR. Like if there was a big airport in downtown Vancouver, that would be Haneda. And then Narita would be like the Richmond one, because Narita is like an hour away from the city and Haneda is like in downtown. So Haneda is closer to downtown, But all the fucking hotels there are super expensive because it's in downtown.
Yeah.
So I get out of the airport and I'm like, that was.
Oh, yo.
Yeah.
You're peeking a little bit. So.
Oh, shit. I'll back up. So I get out of the airport and I'm like, all right, fire, we're in Tokyo. And I'm like, oh shit, it's 11 p.m. So I go to the train station and I get on the subway and I didn't know how the tickets worked. And you like preload a certain amount of money. You don't like buy like a day long, you put on like $2, right? And I'm like, oh shit, while I'm on the train, I'm like, oh shit, the station I need to get to is $4. So I'll get off here, I'll buy another $2 ticket. I get off, buy another $2 ticket, like in the downtown, the most expensive place in Tokyo is where I got off. And I walk back in and the gate won't open. I'm like, fuck. So I go to the guy, I'm like, hey, the gate's not open. He's like, oh yeah, that's the last train. So I'm like, oh, I was on the last train without even realizing it. Like so I'm stranded in downtown Tokyo. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I don't know what hotels are open. And it's like midnight at this point. And I went to like 7 hotels in a row. Every single one was closed or full. I'm like, shit. And
look, I need to remember my Japanese.
I have like a big ass duffel bag and like a super like heavy loaded backpack, like full of all my stuff for the trip. And I'm like walking. I literally walked for like 2 hours, like all around downtown Tokyo. And I'm like, okay, this isn't working. So I go to like these bird scooters. You know what bird scooters are? You can like rent them. Or, like,
yeah.
And you have to take a Japanese driving test on the app before you can rent their bird scooters.
Wait, what? Actually?
But you have an unlimited amount of tries. So I just did it till I got a wrong answer. Came back the next time, tried a different answer, got it right. I did the test like 30 times till I passed. And then it let me rent a scooter. And I had to call my mom. Thankfully, it was 9 a.m. by this point because it was 2:30 in fucking Tokyo in the a.m. And then my mom was awake because I didn't have a master. Like I didn't have the card you needed to like get set up. My mom had the right type of card. So she set it up. I'm like, finally, right? I rent the scooter. I ride for like 45 minutes. First time ever being in Tokyo traffic on the wrong side of the road in like the rain with a big ass duffel bag and a backpack, like weighing me sideways on this bird scooter. Like, it's sort of, you don't realize how weird it is to like drive on the other side of the road, especially like as like a pedestrian. Because you're always kind of, we have skateboards, right? So like you're always kind of like, okay, this car's gonna go now. Okay, I should turn here. When it's all backwards and different, it's like I was like, fucked. I went the wrong time and got honked at like 5 times on this like 20-minute ride. And then I finally get to the other side of town where it's cheaper, and I find a hotel and I walk in, right? And I'm like, yo, is there any way you guys can give me a room?
Yo, is there any way you guys can give me a fucking room?
It was more like, dude, please, like, is there any way you guys can give me a room? And the guy's like, yeah, I could squeeze you in. I'm like, let's go. And he gave me a price, and it was like $80 Canadian or something. And I was like flabbergasted because everywhere else I had looked in Tokyo was like $300 a night. So I had this like really shocked kind of, I was like, and he was like, oh, too much? Here's $70 because he thought I was like, oh, that's too much. But I was like, no. I was like, oh, that's so cheap. But he's like, oh, you think it's too much? Okay, $70. I'm like, yes. I don't care. Yes. I'm going to sleep. What's the room number? And he gives me the key and I went to bed. But yeah, Air Canada like screwed me over because I was supposed to get into town in a time where I could have found a hotel super easily. But because I got delayed by 3 hours and 45 minutes, like just under the 4-hour mark, because they shortened my fucking connection to save their own money, I was like left in like stranded in downtown Tokyo, like fucked. But
that's scary, dude.
But I emailed them. I'm like, yo, you guys are actually retarded. Give me money. Like, okay, here's $400. I'm like, so I got a $400 coupon. But yeah, it was scary, dude. It was like right into the deep end. It was crazy. Yeah. Like it's the exact thing you don't want to happen as the first thing of your first like ever solo trip, like to the other side of the world.
That would be like, if that happened to me, I'd be like, I'm never fucking flying again by myself. I need to be with like 7 people.
I think that experience made the rest of the trip like so good.
You were there for 3 weeks?
I was there for 19 days, I think, or 18 days.
Okay,
almost
so like
3 weeks, 2.5-ish.
2.5-ish, yeah. Okay.
So it was an amazing experience. But yeah, I got Air Canada absolutely like dominatrixed me for that fucking like, they screwed me over at like every single turn and were like assholes to me the entire way. I was like, holy shit.
Never fly Air Canada. And only fly Lynx Air.
Before this, I'm gonna rant for like 2 more minutes. Before this, we were planning to go to Fredericton, my whole family. And then me and you got COVID that summer. And my family got COVID.
Oh, yeah.
So we had to cancel our flights. Like, whatever. It happens. We have COVID. So my mom calls in and she goes, oh, hey, can we get this money? They're like, okay, yeah, we'll give it to you in this certain credit thing. And they explained to her how it would work. And she's like, okay, she writes it down. She was calling them once a month for like 5 or 6 hours at least. Probably more than that frequently, for like more than that frequency, trying to get this money for like an entire year. And it finally ended up happening that the first person that called her at Air Canada told her the wrong information. So she was going, oh, fuck me, I keep doing that. Sorry.
You're just going like,
shit. I feel bad, man. Sorry if I'm bringing you guys ears. So I was going, like she was calling, trying to get this voucher thing, which they didn't offer. She was doing that for a year and getting like spun around the fucking system because like they didn't offer it and they lied to her at the first step.
a full year to get.
A full year. For
how
like,
much?
Like she would be on hold for like 6 hours a day for like a week straight. And then she'd finally get.
And it was
it was like $900 across 4 people. So it was like 18, I'm bad at math, $3,600 in total.
Damn.
What?
Like, no, you do not get it.
We had that experience with Air Canada prior to me taking that trip. So like when I was texting my mom, she's like, yep, yep, not surprised. Yep, not surprised about everything I was saying. Like crazy. Like, yeah, that shit was crazy. But you're going on a trip soon, aren't you? You should tell us about your trip to Italy.
Bro, I haven't flew yet. I haven't went yet,
Yeah,
so I
but
can't
who you
really
flying
explain
with?
much, but flying with hold on, I don't remember.
Don't fucking
give me a
say it.
second. KL.
Okay, good.
I think it is
KLM?
called. Yeah.
KLM's good.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
parents
yeah.
went with KLM. Wasn't terrible.
Flying from here to Amsterdam, layover in Amsterdam for like 4.5 hours,
Yeah.
then Amsterdam to Italy or Rome first.
Go to the red light district. Rome is in Italy. What do you mean?
Okay, well, we're going to Rome first.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. But
the way you
yeah, we
corrected
haven't.
yourself, it sounded like you were saying Italy. I mean, no, I mean Rome, not Italy.
No. We're going to Venice Beach,
Fire.
California.
Some homeless guy with a machete's gonna shit on you, man.
Dude, so man, just flying in general is just
It's
so
such a headache. It's such a headache.
And all these websites, like, yeah, they're like, oh, we're trying to make it nice and simple for you to book flights, but then in turn they just make it so much more confusing and like,
Yeah.
I don't. It's like, oh, you can pay $0 extra, and then you can land at like 1 a.m, or you could pay $700 extra and land at like noon. I'm like,
Dude.
I'm not paying $700. You very well know, KLM. I'm not paying an extra $700 to fucking get there at noon. So I'm like, I'm pissed off, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm flying economy first of all. So I'm like, looking whatever, trying to fucking upgrade to business class.
That's so much money. So much money.
You would, well, usually because we kind of have a loop.
Yeah,
technically.
Your family's lucky. You went business to Israel, right? Yeah, I was
Yeah,
salty about that. But you have a way to
The
make.
only way-
you have a way to get in, right? Yeah.
The only way we did that is because my mom knows someone that works
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So she put us under friends and family, and then we got to fly instead of paying. I think it was $6,000 per person business. It was like $800.
That's crazy.
It was crazy cheap, and I was like, "This is fucking amazing." I'm never flying. I told myself this while I'm sat there watching Futurama with my perfect English breakfast, flying to fucking
Yeah, fam.
London first of all,
Crazy fun.
and I'm like, I'm never flying economy, and then I go to book to Italy,
I'm flying economy.
and holy shit, it was like almost $2,000 for the flight there and back, so like a round trip, right?
Yeah, same with Japan.
And I'm like looking for like, okay, should I do an upgrade? I'm checking for one flight from here to Amsterdam, $4,700.
That's cheap, dude. Japan was like 6,000 for round trip.
No, not round trip. Just from here to Amsterdam. Yes. From Amsterdam to Italy was $1,700, $1,800.
Oh wait, no,
and
no,
that
no,
was
no.
just there.
Japan was 5,000 each way. I was wrong. Japan was 5,000 each way. I remember it was like 5 or 6,000. But that was the way Air Canada works is you book the first one, then the second one. Each ticket was 5. Yeah, so it would have been 10,000 round trip for Japan.
Italy was like, hey, fuck you. We're gonna charge you double.
Air Canada has this thing that I thought would be cool, right? So what it is, it's like if they have extra business class seats, you can bet money to try to like get them. Like you can like put a bid. So it like, and then it'll go for cheaper than it would usually go, right? I'm like, okay, there's no way that they're all gonna be full. So I went on like the day before my flight to bet to see maybe I could get them for like an extra $800 or something, because that would have been worth it. Like $2,800 versus $2,000 for a round trip business would have been totally worth it. Even just going on the way there.
Scary.
So I'm like, okay, I'll bet like $800 or something, right? I go on. The minimum you can bet to get business class on Air Canada's website is like $4,500. It's like paying full price for the ticket. I'm like, why would you even put this feature on? Like, why would this feature even be here if you can't do anything with it? It's so stupid.
And I was like, okay, if I can't get business, at least I'll get economy plus or premium. They're like the same thing.
Yeah.
$2,500. Yeah. $2,500 extra on top of the fucking $1,900 ish roughly
for two extra inches of legroom and one extra mimosa.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. For one extra fucking pizza, slice of pizza,
one watered down thing of wine because they forgot to bring an extra bottle.
But I was like, oh my God, I'm not paying $2,500 for economy just to get from here to Amsterdam, and then like it would have been like half of that, so like $1,500 roughly, $1,200 from then Amsterdam to Italy and then back.
Dude,
I'm like, you guys are literally, I am giving you money and you are still bending me over, fucking the shit out of me, finishing all over my back and making me clean it up. It is the worst feeling in the world. How the fuck am I going to clean this up? I can't. I don't have the fucking, I can't do that. I'm not fucking paying that.
Man, paying like $2,000 for like the shittiest economy seats. I got window seat. I pay extra for the window seat, but that, and then being treated like literally like just like a piss dog, like a shit bucket, like the entire trip. Okay. Oh, okay. Blain, okay. You sit like you are literally like the toilet for this flight. Like you go in the toilet and everybody shits on you the entire flight. Like that's your job.
You paid how much for your window seat? An extra what? Sorry, $200? No, you're in the bathroom.
Dude, you know what happened with my parents?
You sat in the toilet.
My parents went to France pretty recently. Like they got home like a month ago. It was like a 2-week trip, right? They flew back and they paid for the extra legroom because my dad's pretty tall. He's like 6'3", right? So he needs the extra legroom. So they got the extra legroom for him. They paid like an extra hundreds of dollars more for like the best seats, like the best economy seats, like the bulkhead ones, you know, where there's like the aisle area in front of you. So you have like a ton of room.
Oh, yeah.
And then they just didn't give them the seats. And the AC was like broken.
Why?
And the AC was broken on the flight. So like their flight was like 30 degrees, 35 degrees. And they were in like shitty economy
this is why
seats.
I'm nervous to go to Europe. I'm nervous to go to Europe because they don't believe in AC.
They do believe in AC. Everywhere I went to in Europe had AC.
Okay.
I
looked it up.
Not Britain, yeah.
Fucking Italy is like good luck finding an Airbnb or a hotel with AC.
Really? My Airbnb in Italy had like insane AC when I went to Rome. And the one in Sicily.
I don't know if ours has one or not.
Yeah,
but
you have like a nice like rustic house or something, so maybe not.
Yeah.
I was like more like
I have no idea.
But yeah, that's
But crazy. Like I was like, holy shit. It's gonna be like 39 when we like get there, like 39 degrees Celsius. I don't know what the fuck that is in Fahrenheit.
Rome is brutal. Like so bad. When we went there, it was 45. It was like 41 feels like 45 or something for a bunch of the days. It's like
if you haven't been to Israel, dude.
Yeah, but I'm also not like.
It's 44 feels like 70.
Look at my skin. Look at my skin. Look how white I am, dude. I can't handle that. You're like built for that shit. A little bit.
Bro, what do you mean? I'm white. I'm white as hell.
You were born there though, you know. You like it's kind of coded into your DNA a little bit.
Hey. I do not know any of the conflict that's happening out there.
Doron supports the Israeli army.
I'm not going to say anything. Obviously, I love my people. I do not control anything. I do not control Hollywood. I do not control the wars, the missiles, nothing, okay?
Doron,
leave me out of this.
Seriously, man, could you make it sunny next week? Or like, I have a date. I just want it to be like good weather.
Yeah, I'll try.
No, but yeah.
But
I cannot do heat.
Yeah, I'm excited to fly. I'm just nervous for the fucking weirdos that are gonna try to put bracelets on me and then chase me if I don't pay.
Oh, I hated that, dude. I got caught by that when I was a kid. Like some dude.
Wait, actually,
some dude was like, "Come here." And he's like, he starts tying on my wrist. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? My dad's like,
"Thank you.
Here's €2, you fucking asshole." And the guy's like, "Oh," and you're like, walking away. Like, thank you.
Me and you actually flew somewhere. For the audience who holy shit, voice here. For the audience who don't know,
I flew into Tower 1. He flew into
Okay, whatever. Fuck you. Okay, so for the audience that has no idea, this is Keto, Promore, Blain,
Sir,
whatever.
Promore.
We have known each other for what, 13 years? 14 years?
Well, how old are we in grade 3?
I don't know. You're the fucking math guy that does fucking coding, so you should know
Okay,
this.
like say
Dude, write a code for this.
17 in grade 12. Fuck off, I could. 17 in, it's just like a math. It's just a math equation. 17 in grade 12. So like subtract 5 and that's the year. So wait, what? Add 5 and that's your age. I'm dumb. We were 8 in grade 3, 8 or 9 when we met. So 11 to 12 years.
Yeah, I've known you for about 11 to 12 years.
Yeah.
Where we could say cool acquaintances, friends, whatever you want to say, business partners. Now you're on bad takes. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, I've known him for a while. And for the first time ever, we just decided, what was this, 2022?
Yeah.
We decided to fly somewhere super tropical and super amazing.
Literally, no, like
Calgary,
on
Alberta.
my bucket list, the most beautiful places in the world. If you look up a list of the top 10 most beautiful locations, it's in the top 3 every time. Calgary, Alberta. Like, with stunning.
With the most amount of homeless people, Calgary, Alberta. So yeah, we went there. That was 2022. That was that May, June?
No, that was June. End of June.
No, I think it was beginning because I went to see.
I think it was beginning of July. It was Stampede. It was a Calgary Stampede. I think it was beginning of July. I think it was after my birthday. I think I had turned to 19. 20. Did I turn 20? No, 19. My math is shit. Oh, but no, but Doron, the drinking age. The drinking age there was 18, right? Is that because we went to bars? I think.
Yeah.
And you were 18 at the time.
Yeah. And you were.
I think I was 19.
26.
I was like 47. I got held back a lot.
Yeah, we went there. We were there for 3 days, and the night before we flew, I'm laying in this guy's house because I'm like, okay, we're like his house is right next to the airport. It's like 20 minutes away, like roughly.
It's not.
So
next to the
I'm like,
it's like
it's near.
It's 30 to 40 minutes away, but your house is like an hour and a half away, so it's closer than your house by a lot.
Yeah, my house is far as shit from the airport. So I'm like, let's stay at this guy's house. You know,
we had champagne and shit.
I'm gonna
sleep. Chilling.
Yeah, we were vibing. I'm like, I'm so excited to fly tomorrow. And then I get to bed and I can't sleep. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? I can't sleep. And then randomly I start shaking. I start getting like these cold sweats. And I'm like, it is hot as shit in here. What the fuck? I'm like, I'm going to go pee. I stand up to go pee. My legs start shaking. I'm like, I was about to have a fucking seizure. I'm like walking over there. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Am I sick? I can't say anything. I'm like, I'm not going to say anything because I need to fly. We paid for these, and I guarantee we're not going to get the refund. Dude, we paid for the Airbnb, we paid for the flights, and I was like, we have to go. We have to just. I have to just suck it up.
Yeah.
I'm walking to the bathroom, and I'm like, I definitely have something. I'm like, I'm gonna go try to shit. And I go to the toilet, and I go to sit down on the toilet, and my body gives out, and I like slam on the toilet. I'm like, oh my God, it's like one in the morning. I'm definitely woke his parents up. Like, I'm like, oh no. And then I can't shit. I'm there. Fucking shaking. Arthritis, Parkinson's, whatever the fuck. I'm like shaking like crazy. I'm like, okay, we got to get up early for the flight. I got to get back to bed. I can't shit. So I get to bed, and I think I got in like maybe a total of half an hour maximum sleep, but I would fall asleep for like 2 minutes and wake up like in a fucking shock. Like I would fall asleep and then jolt crazy, open. Dude. I was like, this is what?
You should have told me, motherfucker. My whole family vacation got fucked up because of this dumb shit.
Hey, listen, you found out the cool way by getting it.
You fucker. So we get there. He starts feeling like shit the first day. Like, I brought my camera and was recording us in the airport. He's like, dude, am I sweating right now? And I guess I didn't think of anything of it at the time. But now I'm like, oh, he was like going through it at the airport on the way there. But
dude, I was also wearing my fucking windbreaker inside that thing. I don't know why I didn't want to take it off because I was like, if I take it off, I'm gonna be too cold. If I keep it on, I'm gonna be too hot. I might as well just keep it on.
Dude, who cares? We made like some of these stupidest fucking decisions ever this trip. Okay.
Yeah.
So we get there. You feel sick. So like the first day we get there, you go right to the Airbnb. Like we get out of the airport, we take all the transit all the way into the city, and then go to the Airbnb. Wait, did we explore the city first? Or did we go straight to the Airbnb?
We didn't. We walked around because our check-in time was 4 p.m. and we landed there like 11 in the morning, something like that.
Did we go to
like
the
walking around for like 5 hours
or after?
No, We went to a coffee shop.
Yeah. We wrapped around the bird
rented-
scooters. Like we got
Yeah,
bird
we
scooters.
rented those, which was dope. We went to
sick.
get some. I couldn't taste my fucking matcha latte. This guy made me get a matcha latte, and I don't like them. And he's like, dude, just it's nice. He gets his. He's like, this is ass. I'm gonna put so much sugar in this, and it just doesn't melt.
Dude,
he's like trying to
I used
sip
to get
this
them at
thing,
work because we had free
sucking
drinks at my work I was at, and they would make them really sugary, so I got addicted to them. But like the way they made them, and then I started trying them like normally without the sugar, and I was like, this is fucking dog shit. Like, this is terrible.
I couldn't taste it. I was like, how much fucking longer till we get there? And it's like 1 p.m. Like still 3 more hours. I'm like, okay, whatever. Still, we fucking finally. It's 4 roughly. We get to the airport. We go in. I'm like, I call bed. I'm going to sleep.
No. We
And
got
I'm
in,
pretty sure.
and you went to the Airbnb first, and you went to sleep. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk to this Walmart to grab you some medical stuff, like some like, vitamins and shit to fight off whatever.
Oh, we went to McDonald's
McDonald's
before that, and oh my fucking god! I got for some
Another
reason
one
my
of the worst
fucking brain was
decisions
like,
we made.
"Hey, this might help you, buddy. Get a fucking Big Mac and a fucking French fries with a Coke. I got a Coke or root beer. Dude, I had like a bite of the Big Mac, and I was like, I can't taste this. I feel like ass. I threw it all away. I was like, well, that goes like
You like
fucking
half the burger in the
$15 in my
garbage.
budget.
No, yeah. So
I was like, fuck this. I'm going to their fucking spot.
it was terrible. But here, let me talk about the other part of it. So like, so I'm like, okay. And here's the thing: if you haven't been to Calgary or like, and haven't been to America, your sense of scale makes no sense. Like, doesn't work because everything is so huge and it's so like industrialized. Like from Vancouver, I saw this Walmart that was connected to the parking lot the McDonald's was in. It was fucking connected. And we walked back across this super big highway, and then I left.
Not Vancouver.
Not Vancouver. This is in Calgary.
You just said I was in Vancouver and I saw this Walmart.
No. I'm saying like if you're in Vancouver, your sense of scale is crazy compared to Calgary.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So I saw this Walmart while we were there, like at the McDonald's. I walk back with Doron across this like big ass highway, and then he goes into like the neighborhood that was nearby to like go to our Airbnb. Like, okay, I'm gonna walk to this Walmart. I'm like, that'll be like a 5-minute walk. It was like a 30-minute walk. And it was right there. Like it looked like it was a 2-minute walk and it was a 30-minute walk. So it was so far away and so goddamn huge. And like it made no sense. I was walking, I'm like, how am I still fucking walking? Like, how am I still walking to this place? Like, it was so close. So I get there, I buy the shit. I walk like another 30, like I get there like an hour and a half later. I'm like, yeah, I'll be like 10 minutes, man. I'll be back in like, like an hour and a half to get this shit. And then Doron's like sleeping. It was fucking, yeah. It was stupid as shit.
Yeah.
And then
I was like, where the fuck is this guy? He's like, yo, the Walmart's right. Yo, the Walmart's just there. I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like sleeping, and I wake up, like it's like 5:30 to 6 at this point. I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, okay, there's no way he just got like distracted and bought a cowboy hat and boots or something. Went all stampede on me. I'm like, where the fuck did this guy go? Just ran away. He's like, fuck this.
yeah, that's what I did. I just ran away. No, it was very stupid. But you started feeling better after like a day or two. We kind of like.
We were there for only 3 days.
We were there for 3 weeks. So like after like a day, you started feeling a bit better. And we went around the second day. We snuck into the stampede. Like rodeo show.
That was twice.
We didn't even sneak in. We literally just walked up. The door was open. We just walked in and like sat down. Like it wasn't even like whatever. But so we did that. And then I caught it the third day. So and our Airbnb canceled on us like last minute before we took the trip. So we had to buy a hotel on the other side of town for the last day.
Yeah, that was the thing that pissed me off. We paid for 3 nights.
Yeah.
And for the third night, he canceled our thing. And he's like, oh, whatever. Like something stupid. Like I got a friend coming, whatever. Yeah. So he's like, I still have not got the refund for that thing. He just, fuck you, like leave. So then I'm like, I'm like frantic looking for a hotel. And I'm like, okay, boom. Okay, hotel. It was like $370 because it was mid stampede.
Yeah. It was like the height of the stampede.
So expensive for literally one. We just needed one sleep.
Yeah, it was one night. Thank God we got it. Like, so we transited, and as we're transiting, I'm like deteriorating. I'm like, oh shit, I've got it. And then I was like, oh shit. We went to like this mall, and I was sitting there, and I was just like, every 10 minutes, I'd feel twice as bad. And like, we took this bus to the hotel, and by the time we got to the hotel, I was like out of it. I literally sat down in the chair and just tried to act like I wasn't dying, so like they would let us into our hotel room. I was sitting in the chair like, fuck. And then I went to the room and I lie down in the bed. I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad. And Doron's like, yo, man, let's go out. Let's go explore. I'm like, you're retarded. And he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go explore. I'm like, okay, fine. Just like, leave me alone.
I'm like, I'm feeling great. Let's fucking go, dude.
Because you would just beat it.
And you're just, yeah.
So I sat,
dude, that was quick. I only had it in a way for like,
yeah, me too.
3 days.
It kind of went away after the first couple of days, but you left for 5 minutes, brought back like these Ritz crackers or some shit. Then he went out again for like to like go explore. Those Ritz crackers saved my fucking life. But so I was lying in that bed, the sickest I've ever been in my entire life. I think like sweating profusely, like so hot. Like I was like, oh, like I'll just do like lying there like just for like an hour or two, and then I got to the
I finished,
and then I was lying there and I was like, dude, I feel like I'm dying. So I jump out of bed and I'm like, I can't walk. So I'm like so hot. Like I felt like I was cooking. I dragged myself like across the floor on my stomach to like the washroom and like chin upped myself into the bathtub and just started pouring cold water on my back and just like lying there like face down. It's like, and then I went back after cooling down and just ate like 2,000 calories worth of Ritz crackers and water. And then I just felt better, like after like 5 hours. Like I just purged it from my system with like the most crazy fever and I felt okay. And then we got Mr. Beast Burger.
Okay. I already had my fucking Mr. Beast Burger rant.
Oh, you did.
50 for 2.5 hours, pretty much ranted about Mr. Beast Burger being the worst fucking burger in the world. And Mr. Beast needs to be shut the fuck down and shot.
It wasn't that bad the first time we had it.
No. It was fucking great. Mr. Beast Burger, the first time we had it, everything came. It was still fucking pretty expensive.
It was
but still everything
it was hot.
came.
Like it was all good.
It was good. Everything
Sprite
was
wasn't
fucking
hot.
The Sprite wasn't the fucking plastic Sprite bottle wasn't actually just disintegrating. It was actually like an enjoyable meal. But we made the big mistake. We're like, oh yeah, we just beat fucking COVID. Let's dunk ourselves with cheese.
This was literally less than 2 hours after I went through the worst sickness of my entire life. And I'm like, let's get Mr. Beast Burger.
Mr. Beast Burger.
I seriously thought I wouldn't be able to go home the next day. We had a flight the next day. I'm like, I'm too sick to like even walk.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, we're gonna have to stay here next night. I'm gonna I would die if I tried to go there.
You were like getting frantic. You're like, dude, I do not think I can fly. If I wake up and I feel the exact same I'm feeling now, we have to stay another night.
Because that's how bad I felt.
I'm like, dude, how the fuck are we gonna do that? We have to fucking like switch our flights around. Like that's gonna be crazy. I'm like, just please feel better by the Lord above.
And I did. Like that night I felt better. But so we got Mr. Beast Burger. It absolutely nuked our fucking digestives. I remember at like 1 a.m. I was lying there and I got the worst stomach pain I've ever had. It felt like someone stabbed me with a knife. I swear to God. And Doron remembers this because I jumped out of bed like, oh, I like keeled over. I was just like, oh, and I just ran to the washroom and I was in the washroom for like 2 hours or some shit. But it was, that was bad. I remember that night too.
Yeah, I remember like waking up or something and I just see feet. I see someone it's fucking him laying in the bathroom for some fucking reason, and all I see is his feet dangling out from the door. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? So I go back to sleep.
And then at like 3 a.m. I finally go to bed
dying, dude.
And I try to fall asleep. And this guy, you're fucking snoring super loudly, like cartoon sound effects. And I'm like, and the next day we have to go through the airport to get to the flight. We're like, we can't let them know we're sick because this is when everyone was scared about COVID. But it wasn't that bad.
Dude, you're skipping over a big part.
What?
The fucking music museum where we fucked everybody who went into that booth pretty much after.
Oh my God, that was like the first day. We were like singing on this microphone, like this shitty booth, like a terrible microphone where you could like make songs in like a music museum.
That
microphone was terrible.
for a Studio Bell Music Museum. Okay, everything looked so cool, and then it's like, hey, hop inside these booths with fucking 3 cowboy songs and sing over them, and you can save them, but you can't actually do anything with them. You can just fucking like, hey, save them to our system. They had these like shitty mics, like actually Amazon Basics, like $21.99.
If you bought an
mics.
Amazon Basics mic today, it would be better quality than what those were.
It was so
like 2015 Amazon Basics mics.
Like shit.
Terrible.
It was horrible,
like
and I'm just coughing on the mic. I mean, I was not coughing on the mic. We were just doing everything normally.
Yeah.
I did not want to incriminate myself.
No, but we were. So we're trying to get on the plane to go home, And I remember we bought these like throat lozenges that were like extra strength, like so strong. And I was coughing a bunch of this point because I still had the cough, right? With COVID, you have a cough for like 2 months after you break the sickness.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to cough so they don't know that I'm like sick, right? Because they were like super antsy about sickness back then, like especially. And I put this thing in, and we have to wear masks. So the vapor from these cough drops goes up my mask and like blasts my eyes. Like I must have looked like stoned as shit because my eyes were so red. Because I have this thing, and I'm trying not to cough, and I'm trying not to cry because my eyes are so red with like this shit. I'm like standing in line like for the fucking passport thing at the airport, like trying not to cough.
Oh, dude!
And then our flight got delayed by like 3 hours.
It's so annoying when you have a fucking sickness or whatever, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna have a conversation with this person, and in the middle of the conversation, you cough, and you're like, and you like hold it in. I hate, dude. That was happening to me the entire time. I was like, hey, can you get? And I was like, suck it back in because I don't want to cough. If I cough right now, I'm gonna fucking phlegm everywhere. So I was like, can you?
But we feel like dog shit, right? We make it to the airport. We get to our gate. We get like Starbucks like breakfast sandwiches or some shit. Like I got a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
And it was so comforting. I was like, and then they're like, your flight has been delayed for 4 hours or something, whatever the fuck it was. I'm like,
nothing it was 2.5 hours.
But then
like
they
that.
delayed it at like another hour when we were on the tarmac. Like we all got in the plane.
That was fucking stupid. We sat in the plane for an hour.
Dude, and we're sitting there. First off, this is another one of the stupidest decisions we made. I was the one who was sick, like really sick, and Doron was like a bit better at this point. And I sat in the middle seat beside some guy, and Doron sat in the window seat.
Yeah, I'm like, just fuck that guy. If he's sat next to you, then he's dead.
Like, we're sitting there for an hour, and I'm like, okay, I feel fine. And then like 5 minutes before they take off, I'm like, I have to go to the washroom right now, and if not, I'm gonna shit myself. So I get up and run to the washroom, and they're like banging on the door, like, yeah, we're taking off right now. We're taking off. You have to get out of the washroom. I'm like, dude, I cannot get out of the washroom right now. Give me like 5 minutes. So I like, we were taxiing on the runway when I got out of the washroom and like taking off as I was sitting down.
Shit spewing all over the fucking bathroom.
No, but I barely made it. I almost had to do takeoff in the bathroom. Like,
yeah, that would have been fucking scary. You shitting diarrhea as the plane takes off and you flush it and because it's so loud. Dude, why the fuck is it so
it's pressure,
loud?
Right? If it's going through like turbulence and shit, it doesn't want it to spray like.
Just flush normally. Who gives a fuck if it sprays everywhere? That's fucking the airplane's fault, not mine. The whole bathroom covered in COVID diarrhea, full of beast leftover Chandler fries and beast style burger or whatever the fuck.
Dude, you want to do those Reddit threads now? Or should we save those for a bit later?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was our experience.
That was our experience in Calgary.
Flights. I flew again, by the way, to fucking Calgary. Me and my lady.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a good trip though. That wasn't bad. Other than the beast burger.
That was a good trip, except for we also got delayed.
Really?
We sat down in the airport, and it was like, you're delayed. It was like 1 hour. And I was like, okay, cool. And then we get on the plane.
Sorry, I hit my microphone. That's too loud.
And this 25-year-old or some shit, he's like, hey, I'm the pilot. And whatever the fuck. I'm like, oh my God, they're letting a kid fly this shit. This is fucking stupid. I'm going to die.
Sigma grind set. We're going to be taking off from Tucson Airport.
He's like, yo, everybody, sit in your seats and buckle that, whatever the hell that shit's called next to you. And we gonna fly soon. But we are running a bit ahead of schedule. So we are going to take off in 20 minutes. See ya. Fuck you. And then he leaves. I'm like, what? Another 20 minutes sat in this fucking air. It's just delay after delay. I was like, this is stupid. So we're in the air, cool. So much turbulence for some reason.
I like turbulence on planes.
And we land.
Yeah.
Dude, when we land, it was the most harsh landing I've ever felt. I raised above the seat and I see everybody fucking full hop out of their seats. It was like a full, like he came in and he was like, from like this angle and like tried to fix himself. It was like whoosh, and just fucking slammed in, and the plane hopped like twice.
He's just fucking. He's just. Yeah, I'm coming for landing. Yeah. Oh shit! Hold up.
He's vaping.
I got it.
He's like, oh, hold on. I just put 15K on fucking black. Oh, I mean.
He's just like a fucking like an actual fuckboy. Just like, Yo, we're coming for landing real
He's
quick.
like, bro, I'm texting this chick. Dude.
Listen,
Yo, wait.
Might be a bit harsh, but any shotties in the back make it bounce on this. Yeah.
Dude, I don't get this to this day. Why do we enable airplane mode? We've already debunked that it doesn't interfere with the plane's fucking signals at all. Why do we still have airplane mode?
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does, but it's like, like in a theoretical situation where everybody on the plane was downloading like a 200 gigabyte file through LTE at the same time, it would, but like the amount of traffic would. But in no real, I feel like in no.
Yeah, but everyone's on their phones already, laptops already.
And
like,
no one turns on airplane mode.
Anything. No, literally no one does. It doesn't do shit. But I'm still skeptical as shit, so I turn it on every time I go flying. I'm like, it's not gonna do anything. I'm like, wait, but what if it does? And then I'm the asshole that out of everybody here didn't turn on airplane mode, and I'm the reason it crashed. I'm like, airplane mode enabled.
Yeah, no, but fuck, I like turbulence though. I think it's like fun for me. I know how how little the chances we're gonna crash.
No, it was bad turbulence. It was bad turbulence. Dude, it was like everybody was like looking around like we're gonna die.
From Osaka to Tokyo, like on that layover, the one where they fucked me. That was actually like one of the most fun flights I've ever been on. It was so much turbulence, and I was like flying around, like watching Boondocks, like drunk. I was like,
oh shit, it's crazy.
Right, let's do these Reddit threads now.
Oh yeah, so if you guys have no idea, and this is your first episode listening to Bad Takes, welcome, enjoy. We have now. It's not gonna last forever, but right now it's fun. We do little bit of deep diving on these crazy, disgusting, fucked up motherfucker subreddits that just post their stupid garbage on there about like being a chastity belt and like it when the woman has high heels on and stomps on their eyeball, like fucked up shit like that. So we each picked 2 readings for
3. I have 3. Mine
each other.
Mine are shorter.
Okay. I picked 2. So he's gonna read my 2, and I'm gonna read his 3. Do you want me to read one first?
Yeah.
Or do you want to read
I have
first?
3, so it should go me, you, me, or you, me, you, because I have 3.
Okay.
So I'll send them all right here, but all of mine are from a subreddit called True Small Penis Stories.
Oh my god, perfect for me.
And this one is one of my first small penis humiliation experiences. That's the title of the first one I sent you.
Oh, I can't even access it because I'm not logged into Reddit. Can you?
Oh, I'll screenshot.
Is there a way?
Send it to you.
Yeah, thank you. But before we hop into that, we got to thank the sponsors of this podcast that make it possible. We want to say thank you so much to Rogue Energy. Blain, do you know anything about Rogue Energy? I guarantee you do.
I've heard about it a lot.
Yeah, have you? Yeah. Rogue Energy is a beautiful, beautiful hydration, energy, and chill company now. Are you guys gamers or athletes or you just like working out and need that extra boost? Well, look no further than Rogue Energy. I don't like to badmouth any of the other competitors out there, G Fuel, Prime, Gatorade, all those other garbage products, but I have to. I have to get my point across. Rogue Energy is just better. 0 caffeine, 0 sugar, 0 calories, B vitamins, is gluten-free, soy-free, and 100% vegan. Hit that link down below. They just restocked on some new flavors: sour candy, fruit punch, dragon fruit mango, and a new flavor, strawberry and banana. If you don't like energy drinks, they also have hydration options. That's pretty cool. They also have a new option called chill. If you guys just want to chill out, relax, Rogue Energy has a chill option with strawberry hibiscus as their flavor, with more to come. They even have a section where you can grab 3 flavors of your choosing, absolutely free. All you have to pay is shipping. What the fuck are you waiting for? Head over to rogueenergy.com and use our code BADTAKES10 to save 10% off on your order forever. Again, that's rogueenergy.com and use code BADTAKES10 to save 10% off on your order forever. Now you've got your Rogue Energy. It's in the mail. It's coming in. And you're looking down at your disgusting, grease-covered, jizz-stained keyboard and your chip-dusted mouse and your headphones that are barely working and the volume doesn't work on it. And you're like, oh my God, I can't even fucking enjoy anything. This sucks. I need to get myself a new keyboard, but Razer's too expensive. Logitech's too expensive. Corsair's too expensive. That's where the sponsor of this podcast comes in, Red Dragon. You You guys have probably heard of Red Dragon. I've praised them before and I'll praise them again. I've had their one mouse, the M901, for actually like 8 years. I have not switched. I have not done anything. It's my favorite mouse.
You've had that mouse forever.
I've literally had that mouse forever. They are amazing. They're affordable. And we have a special code you guys can use. You guys can use BTPod to save 10% off on any order forever. Head over to reddragonshop.com. That's REDRAGONSHOP.com. Purchase whatever the fuck you fucking want and use code BTPod.
Buy it now.
And use code BTPod to save 10% off on your order. Now, you've got your Rogue Energy, it's arrived. You've got your Red Dragon, it's arrived. You're sat there going like, what the fuck do I listen to? What do I watch? Well, you're looking at your fucking bill and you got Netflix coming out at $28.99. You got Prime Video coming out at $57.99 with all the ad shit. With ads. That's where the sponsor of this podcast comes in. Try Bundler. Get access to all streaming apps for one single price. This new year, get an all-access pass to your favorite streaming apps for only $15 a month. You're probably asking yourself, how the fuck does this work? This shit sounds like a scam. Well, I did the proud research of doing this and everything, and it is real. The reason it works is they link 5 people to one premium/family account, giving everyone their own personal profile and unlimited access to all the content they want. No setup from you is required. They take care of all the details. Simply log in and enjoy. I did the math. If you guys get Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Hulu, Spotify Premium, Amazon Prime Video, and ESPN Plus, it comes to about $95 a month USD. $95 USD. You can get all of those I just listed: Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Hulu, Spotify Premium, Amazon Prime Video, and ESPN Plus, all for $15 a month by clicking that link down below. That is our special link. So yeah, enjoy. That is amazing. And we'll get back to the podcast now.
Good deal. All right. Now into these stories.
Oh, you sent me a screenshot?
I sent you. So the first one is the first story. Second one, second story. Third one, third story. So it's 3 different threads. Just read the first one right now. This first one is called, I forgot to put the title in for the first two. It's called My First Small Penis Experience.
This is long.
It's not that long.
Fuck. Okay, I'm going crazy.
It's just the first image. There's 3 different stories there. It's just the first image is the first story.
Okay. I knew I was into small penis humiliation since I was younger, but didn't have the opportunity to experience any until I moved off to college. This is a true story that actually happened to me before. For a bit of background, I moved into a male-only dorm in college, but girls were allowed over during the day, and nobody really gave much of a shit if a girl stayed over at a friend's/boyfriend's apartment at night. It was basically like bringing food into a movie theater. They don't talk about it, and nobody will stop it. I shared it with a really nice player, basically a guy who would bring women in and sleep with them semi-consistently.
I thought it said consensually at first. I'm like, what the fuck?
And sleep with them semi-consensually. But he was a real polite guy who, despite the description of, quote, player, would text me beforehand when he was bringing girls over and we struck up a friendship. Sorry for the lengthy backstory, but now I can tell the real story. After a long day at work, I set my phone down on my dresser and went to take a shower. Guys, shut your eyes and imagine this is you, okay?
I'm doing it.
After a long day of work, you set your phone down on the dresser and go to take a shower. Now, normally, my roommate tended to take a while to come back since he would be out girl hunting, but he basically got someone to sleep with him really early on. So he sent me a text that he was coming back soon. With my phone on my dresser and me being in the bathroom, I couldn't exactly see it, and with the shower running, I didn't hear them enter the dorm. Since I left my clothes in the room, and I enjoy being naked, I exit the bathroom not expecting anyone, only to meet a smoking hot, sexy piece of ass woman. No, I'm just kidding. A smoking hot woman. A white tank top holding her Sikh. Dude, this is so
creepy.
How the fuck?
So
He's like, okay, scanning C cup.
He's watching
boobs.
porn for too long. C cup 36. Double seat.
So gross. A white tank top holding her C-cup boobs and a pair of skinny jeans covering an impressive ass. Along with her long, straight black hair. Locking eyes, neither of us knew what to do until her eyes drift down onto my penis. Now, most days while flaccid, I just fucking love the word flaccid. Most days while flaccid, my penis is already small, but after a long day of work and a shower, my penis was less than an inch, much to her amusement. I don't think she was amused.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, like I don't know why he's saying like was less than an inch. Like that's fine. Instantly, she burst out laughing and making wise cracks about its size, with her saying things like, "It's so tiny. Where's the rest of it?" And wow, that's the smallest penis I've ever seen. And I used to babysit toddlers. I covered after a few seconds of shock, hiding the tiny boner I got from her comments. I've already seen it. There's no point in hiding it, she says, still giggling, and against my common sense and in favor of my growing arousal, I move my hands away for her to see. This is like so gross. Bursting out laughing, she says, "Oh my God, you have a boner?" And it's so tiny. It's like a little kid's. I've seen many. I'm just kidding. She didn't say that. After she said this, I thought it said mommy. My mommy came out of the room. After she said this, my roommate came out of his room and saw the whole thing. He got on his knees. He saw the whole thing. Besides letting out a snicker immediately after seeing the whole situation, he quickly stopped this whole thing, apologized to me, and quickly ushered his lady friend to his room. After around an hour and a half, he came into my room and apologized for the way his lady friend acted. I told him I was fine with it, and actually kind of enjoyed him. I think he means to say it, but that sounds gross. I actually enjoyed him.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I think it's meant to say it there.
Yeah, I actually kind of enjoyed it, and later on, he set me up with a friend of his.
But here's the thing. Like, what do you think his pitch was for his? Oh, I got this guy in my room, like my roommate. He's a tiny dick. You should totally hook up with him.
Yeah, you should. No one can. Yeah, everyone can say they've slept with a guy with a 7-inch, 8-inch penis. Have you ever seen a guy with a 1-inch flaccid penis? With a less than 1-inch flasser?
You should definitely fuck this guy. He's got like a tiny, like you won't even feel it. It's like nothing even happened.
Nothing was the opposite. Yo, my friend has a huge penis, and she goes in. It's the smallest thing she's ever seen.
Okay, some of your story, but I think that was a pretty good opener. I'm being honest.
Yeah, that was a great one. Let me find mine that I have for you. Let me find the one. Okay. You can read this one. There you go.
Okay, you send it?
Yeah,
okay.
There you go.
Doing cleanup without knowing. Okay, is this a cuck one? Yeah, okay.
Should
I do it in my voice or should I try to do like what I think a cuck would sound like?
No, I do it in your voice.
Okay. Before I really understood the power that being a cuck held over me, I dated a woman that was a couple of years older than me and liked to be dominant in the bedroom. She was a bartender and often came over after work, let herself in, and hop in bed. Great grammar. She was rarely interested in penis in vagina and I guess sex, actual sex, but loved the fact that I willingly did oral on her. A couple of months after the relationship ended, I discovered that some of the time she claimed to be bartending, she was doing a few dates as an escort. As I thought back on our time together, I began to think there were times when she came over and I did oral on her after her dates. And I've never been sure, but I'm pretty sure it happened. Are there other out there that are either suspicious or sure you unsuspectingly did cleanup?
Yeah, that means like sucking out another person's jizz. Now read these two comments.
I am sure husbands eat other men's cum all the time. Number one, from Motor AD 5054. Maxed out 48 said, the first time I didn't know before my wife went bare with the bull, we played together with the bull's wife. Also, I was under his wife licking her and her was having sex with her back and forth. Oh, and he was having sex with her. He spelled it wrong.
Dude, not a single period or comma.
Wait, let me read this right. This should be read in English. The first time I didn't know before, capital, okay. First time I didn't know before my wife went bare with the bull. We played together with the bull's wife. Also, I was under his wife licking her and her was having sex with her back and forth. He would pull out and I'd give her oral. She's a squirter, so it was hard to tell. I cleaned it all and didn't even know. He still laughed about it.
Great.
That was Shakespeare
great,
level, like
yeah,
poetry, like alliteration.
That was
was
actually
unbelievable.
beautiful.
The way he alliterated her with her and then her again and then her.
That was beautiful.
All right.
Okay.
This next one is called
another small penis story. Let me guess, another fucking small one.
Small penis. Yeah, these are all small penis stories at Nude Beach.
Sweet. Okay, let me fucking burp first.
This one's like weird. This one's like this guy's should be like a sex offender. I feel like.
Okay, should I put a voice changer on for this one? Or just do
yeah. Do you have like a creepy voice changer you could do?
Yeah. I don't think so. I mean, I could just be like, no, I'll just do my own fucking creepy, disgusting voice.
Yeah, that works.
Oh, I'm trying to get this burp out before I puke everywhere. Okay. Sorry. Just make sure everything is still recording and it's switched over because I accidentally. Okay. I frequent a local clothing optional beach, which usually is pretty chill. No one's commenting on other people's bodies. But today it happened.
He's excited about it. There's an exclamation point.
Oh yeah. But today it happened.
It happened.
A group of girls showed up. One of them, it was clear, was there for the first time. As her friend, how the fuck is it? Oh yeah, this is her first time here. I've never seen her here before. I'm here every day. As her friends undressed and ran off to the water, she stayed in a extremely revealing bikini. This girl was stunning. I kept side-eyeing her, waiting for her to disrobe, but she never did. I was sitting less than 6 feet away, so I decided to lie down so she might see me in all my little glory. A few minutes later, she started video chatting with what I assume was her boyfriend. She was very careful to keep the camera down and not point it at anyone. Until about a minute in, she raises it up like she's taking a selfie. That's when I see her tilt the phone so the camera faces me, linger for a second, then she went back to her discreet position. I couldn't make out what they were saying, but she was giggling a lot. And then boom, she flashes a tiny hand symbol to the camera.
This symbol.
I looked around. Yeah, this one. I looked around, but there was no doubt who she could have meant.
I was the only guy there with a tiny dick. I watched everyone else. No one else was even close to my size. I was just like way smaller than the next guy.
I'm the smallest one here. The smallest. So for the rest of my time there, I made sure to always sit with my little. I made sure to always sit so my little guy was visible to her. I never noticed her pointing at it again, but sitting there bare before a semi-clothed girl who thought my dick was so funny that she had to sneak a shot of it to her boyfriend. That made me feel both humiliated and turned on so much. The end.
That's just fire. Yeah, your stream is paused, I think.
Oh, is it?
It says you minimize your application or something. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I see.
Oh, yeah, I probably minimized it.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. Now send me the next one for me to read. Or you sent it already? No.
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't. Okay. It should be this one.
Fuck, man.
Okay, there it is.
What's one fantasy you want to play out but haven't yet? Okay. This goes for everyone in the subreddit. What is a fantasy you wish you could play out but haven't been able to? Okay, so these are like
This goes for everybody listening.
Fall underscore greedy underscore. Okay, the next guy's name is hilarious. Fall underscore greedy underscore 13 said, my wife with a boyfriend. I want to eat her out when they are sexting. My tongue will be on her clit while she was looking at his dick pics. They can go on dates, and when he drops her off, I'll look out the window and see them kissing before her head goes down onto his lap to suck his dick. I'll come home from work, and she will tell me how he stopped by during lunch for a quickie on the couch.
This next one, I read and I was like, this is creepy.
Okay, pleasure. Please use my wife 123. Wait, this is a new. When you screenshotted this thread, it was like 45 minutes old.
Yeah.
These are like
that was
new.
Yes, they were on the call. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Watching my wife come home from girls' night, followed by a man. Then she then stares at me for long periods during their time together. She lets him have his way with her. She comes hard and often while staring into my eyes. He is huge and she can't control herself. She is enjoying being owned by him. She is putty. I watch her ride him, which she doesn't do for me, and then he's.
I watch her ride him, which she doesn't do for me.
And then he spreads her ass, and she begs him to fuck her ass, which she doesn't let me do anymore. She also.
No. Go back in your cage.
She also begs for him to fill her ass up, and she is shaking and coming as he grunts and pumps his load deep into her tight asshole. They do it a few more times, and she just lets him use her as a cum dump. All over her tits, face, stomach, pussy, and ass. She is just used and covered when he tells me, you can have this used whore back, but she will be begging for my cock again soon. Just call me. She has my number.
That's his fantasy.
Yeah. That's
he wrote that all down.
If he could ask Santa for anything for this Christmas.
Dude, he even wrote quotes in there. Like, you can have this whore back. She'll be begging for my cock again soon. Just call me. She has my number.
Anyway, wait here. She's just used up and covered when he tells me, you can have this whore back, but she'll be begging for my cock again soon. Just call me. She has my number.
He has to sound fat. Like,
no. That's the bull. That's the bull.
Oh, but she'll be begging for my cock again soon. Just tell me.
That's the big hot guy that's fucking his wife, not him. Okay, next one.
All right, last one. This is written by Blain.
Polishak 12.
Blain Polishak 123. Stripper humiliated me. Yes, I am Blain. Okay. All right, this is a true story from. From Blain.
From the 1 year of life where I've been able to go to the strip club. I did this, or 2 years, I guess.
My friend and I decided one night to head to a strip club. I don't go very often, but decided, what the hell? We are both pretty attractive. That is true. Blain is a hot guy. And tip a lot. So the girls loved
that part's not
the
true.
girls loved us. And gave us a lot of dances in our seats. One of them was an older MILF?
I think it says MILF. I think I cut it off by accident. Sorry.
Okay. One of them was an older MILF type. My favorite. My favorite.
MILF.
And she was really pushing to take me to dance. So I finally accepted after multiple beers. Okay, fine. You can take me to a dance.
You can fuck me.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. You can fuck me. She gave me a dance, then asked if I wanted to go to the private room where she would play with my dick. I was pretty drunk at this time and feeling confident with my small penis. So I pulled her in and told her I had a really small dick. She laughed and told me that she's probably seen smaller, just trying to be friendly. I was intrigued with how this could possibly be. I was kidding.
You've never seen anybody smaller than me. You're lying.
I was intrigued with how this could go, so I agreed to go to the private room. When she pulled down my pants, I could visibly see her surprised expression. I said, I told you.
I told you.
And she grabbed it with 2 fingers and said, you sure did, you piece of shit.
You tiny dick loser.
You sure did, you piece of shit loser. I asked her to stroke it with the 2 fingers. And she told me that she didn't really have a choice to do otherwise. She didn't even get a chance to take anything off before I was shooting my load. She started cracking up and told me I was welcome back anytime because it was the easiest money she's ever made. I haven't gone back since, but I like to think she told all the other girls there, and hopefully I'll be recognized next time. This is actually more sad than the cuck shit.
No, that's why I sent it.
This is much more sad than the cuck shit. This is like, please shoot me in the head. I'm a loser.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Fuck. Oh, I have sorry, I found a clip that I want to show you. It's not really a whatever, but it's
Watch my clips.
It's we all know you're a very smart guy.
No.
You're a very smart man. And I was on my TikTok today and I saw this guy and he is giving us some math stuff, and I want you to I want you to be like, is this guy right? Is this guy wrong? Is he a genius or is he stupid? Okay. Okay. I'll make sure everybody can hear it.
Okay.
So the mathematics that I'm doing, to make it even more accurate. So for example, first week, I lose 15 pounds. And then the second week, I regained every pound that I lost.
Okay, you with him so far?
And then the third week, I lose 15 pounds again.
Okay.
And then the second week, I gain it all back.
Okay.
That's technically like maintaining my weight at 190 to 180 a month.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if I were to gain all of that weight without losing any weight, I could equivalently weigh like 220. So if you guys understand this actual advanced mathematics, I'm saying that I could even weigh even more than I am.
Advanced
so to actually think about it, I'm actually burning 30. I'm technically burning 30 pounds a month to maintain my weight. Either if that's from also adding in workouts or not doing workouts.
Okay.
Technically, it's like for my weight, maintaining my weight is like 50% diet, 50% workout. So overall, I'm actually like losing a total of like 30 pounds a month in total. Because if I lose the weight and then regain it back in the second week, and then the same thing in the next 2 weeks, it's technically losing 30 pounds a month. So it's technically like the same weight over and over. It's like I'm not losing anything. But to actually really think about it, no. I'm actually losing a lot of weight overall in my physical health.
Okay.
So what do you think about his advanced mathematics, Blain?
Well, okay, I have two opinions, and they're like, one can't be that. So first off, it is physically impossible for him to lose 30 pounds and 15 pounds in a week. It might be.
What are you saying? His advanced mathematics are wrong?
It might be physically possible, but there's no way in hell that guy is ever going to lose 15 pounds in a week. Like he would have to like water load and then like UFC fighter cut for no reason. Like it's not gonna happen. But his other math, yeah, that's true. I mean, it's like saying, oh,
he's saying he's a genius in advanced mathematics.
Yeah, like if I drive 100 kilometers and then I drive back to my house, I drove 200 kilometers.
Yeah, but if you okay, let's say I'm gonna drive 100 kilometers, then you fill up 100 kilometers worth of gas, and then you drive back to your house. You only lost 100 kilometers instead of 200 kilometers, right?
No.
What? That's his mathematics, dude. That's his advanced mathematics.
Oh,
if he loses 15, gains 15, then loses 15, then gains 15. Well, I mean, then he actually loses 30.
He was just describing.
He doesn't lose anything.
He was describing just like how humans function. Like I mean, you're always burning calories and eating calories. So everybody gains and loses 30 calories a month by that logic, right?
Yeah, but he's a fucking genius.
No, but like That guy won the Nobel Prize last year, right?
Yeah, I think it was 2022 actually.
Okay, that's good because I don't know if Oppenheimer would like. That guy mogs Oppenheimer for real.
Yeah, actually, on God.
Einstein has no chance against that guy.
Einstein has no chance against anybody.
That was the stupidest fucking thing I've seen in a long time.
We're going to move over to the bonus where we're going to talk about we're going to talk about some things that we did in our childhood and all these funny things we used to do as a kid. So if you guys want to listen to that, click that link down below, become a member for $2.99 a month. You can even just pay that $2.99, binge all the episodes and refund.
Yeah.
But we are still going to keep uploading 4 bonuses a month. Okay? For as long as we humanly can. So, anyways, that's it for the main episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed Blain's rants about flying and shit like that. And if you guys want to hear more of him and more of us talking, that will be in the bonus. As for now, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.
This week on the bonus.
What's your favorite porn genre?
Weird stuff. Like,
what the fuck is weird stuff? Like scat? Like poop?
Like
that's
poop.
cool.
Poop, I guess it'd be the one thing. I was a weird kid. I would look at it on desktop a lot.
Yeah, I remember that. Fucking go into your house and POR and then Pornhub would show up.
No,
and then
never
something
happened.
about teacher, and there was something about teacher.
Okay, whatever.
I was like,
every video is like that.
This is dope.
Whatever. I guess I missed one. Yeah, that's like
no. There's like shit with dogs and stuff.
That's what I like to watch.
We were fucking.
We were retarded.
Little
we
brats, dude.
We were shitheads. So I have
you more than me.
No.
What do you even mean?
Shut the fuck up. Then Doron worries his dad. He's like, "Can I call my dad? Tell him I'm going to jail."
And everyone's like, "How the fuck can you hate this guy? Are you even listening to what he's saying? It's so deep."
Sign up for a membership now by clicking the link below.